Hello again and welcome back. My name's Annie and this is my creative detour. Today I'm just going to jump on and show you this project share, and it is a trio of journals. So if you like the look of that, I'll see you here in a moment. Alright, so I thought that I would start by having a quick look at what I used for this trio of journals. I've used a range of products from both Uniquely Creative and Paper Rose Studios, which are both Australian companies, and I love using products from both those companies. But I thought that I would do something a little bit different. I purchased this Flip album from my local craft shop before it closed down, and I did get the dies. And I'm sure that you have seen this. I'm sorry about the glare. I'm sure that you have seen these flip albums before from other crafters that have used them. So I use these as the base, and then I used the dies to cut out the components, and I also used Paper Rose Studios Bees and Butterflies collection, and I used some of the 6x6 and some of the Butterflies basics. And I also tried to use up the rest of the quick cards collection, which I've got a video on both the quick cards, and I've also got a haul video. And I have used some of the cut aparts. So let's have a little quick look at what I did. Okay, I've just taken the Flip album components out of the packet so that I can show you how I tackled this. The first two, which are the two small ones, you can see that this is essentially this component, and I'll walk through that one in a moment. So that one's pretty simple. This one here is this component, and I manipulated this to create this. So I'll walk through that one in a moment. But this one here, I actually cut it apart. And I do know that Uniquely Creative have since brought out an expanded version of this, which looks amazing. I haven't purchased it as yet because I've got quite a few of these that I had purchased when they released them. So I want to use these up first, and then I'll try the expanded one. But I cut this one apart to create this journal. So let's walk through that one first, and we'll have a little look at that. You can see here that it has a ribbon closure, and it actually has a ribbon on the side holding in a journal. And I've used some of the embossed die cuts on the front and also some of the cut aparts. And it just opens up. And when it opens up, I actually have put in a flip here, and I've stamped something on this one. This would be perfect for putting a photo, or for putting like a list or an index of what you've got in your journal. And then once you open it up, I've made a notebook, and you can see that there's that ribbon. It's actually tied in so that the user can actually untie this and tie another journal into it once this one is used up. But I actually made this journal, and it's got a range of papers in it. It actually has sketch paper in it, or cartridge paper. So it's a little bit thicker than normal copy paper, and you can actually sketch on it, or you can just use it as blank paper. It also has some tracing paper or vellum. Then I also like putting in brown paper into some of my journals that I make. And then it just repeats. And there's actually 64 pages in this little notebook that's in here. And like I said, it's just tied in and can be removed. You can remove it and use it, or you can just use it in there, or you can remove it and then put another little notebook in of your own. Then at the back I created a pocket, and it's just got some journaling cards. They're the cut aparts that were in the collection, the 12 by 12 collection, and I've made a few other journaling cards out of some of the scraps. So they just sit in there like that, and then the user can put in a whole heap of their own bits and pieces. We also have another journaling card over here, and a little tag that I used out of the cut aparts, and a cut apart from the 12 by 12. So that's the folio, and the notebook just closes into here, and you can see that when I cut it apart, I actually increased it. There's a gusset here and on the other side, and it actually means that the folio has thickness to it. And you can see here, this one that I cut apart, it doesn't. So I cut this one up and put in the spines, and then I basically put it back together. So that's that one. Now with this one, and that just ties shut, so we'll just leave there for the moment. This one here, it has a twine closure. So on the front of this one, I'll just bring that up to the camera. You can see that I've got some butterfly die cuts on the front, and I just cut out one of the sentiments that was on one of the cut aparts. It says spread your wings. And when you open it up, it actually has a pocket here that I've put a journaling card in out of the offcuts, and then a cut apart. But you could put anything in the pockets. But it's got a pocket there, and then it's got a pocket at the back. So I manipulated this one and turned it into this. And this has 40 pages in this one. And once again, it's stapled in. So I've got a long arm stapler that I use, and I've stapled it in, and I've just created the two pockets front and back, and then used a twine closure on it. But it turned out lovely. I'm really happy with that. And then the last little one made out of this component, it's perfect to go in your handbag. So like a little handbag notelet. And once again, it's got a twine closure, and it just opens up, and it's got 24 pages in it, just little pages. And I've actually stamped on some of these ones some little bees and butterflies onto it, and just made a little bookmark that goes in a little pocket. It's got a pocket front and back, and it's perfect for you to put into your handbag. So once again, it will tie shut. Yes, so I was really happy with how they turned out, and they look lovely together. It's quite a lovely gift as well. Like if you were bundling that up, a trio of notebooks or journals, and tie them together and give them to somebody as a gift. They were really easy to make. So if you'd like to know how I cut this apart and how I put it back together, just leave me a comment below, because I haven't done a video on how I made it. But if there's enough interest in people wanting to know how to do it, well, then I might do a video. I probably won't do any videos in the next coming few days or maybe week, because I live, as some of you would know, I live in Brisbane, and it's Friday the 7th, and we are bunkering down because we're getting a cyclone at the moment, and it's very windy, and the rain's coming, and we're expected to have the cyclone hit overnight. So I'm expecting that I'm going to lose power. So that was one of the reasons why I've jumped on now to do this quick video so that I can post it, because it may be a little bit of time before I post again. But leave a comment below whether you'd like to see how I made this one in particular, or all of them. And also leave a comment, if you can, whether you like the little stamped images in here, because I didn't do it in the others. I just thought I'd try it in the little one and see whether I liked it or not. If you think the stamped little bees and butterflies and that would look nice in these other journals, let me know in the comments below, and I can see what most people think. And yeah, I can put some stamped ones in there. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. If you liked the trio of journals, give me a thumbs up. That'd be great. Think about subscribing. I really appreciate it. And I will see you very soon. And to anyone else that lives in this area and is expecting to get impacted by the cyclone, my thoughts and prayers go out to you, and I pray that you all stay safe, and we will be bunkering down where we are prepared for an eventful few days, and we're all banding together and helping each other. So hopefully you can do the same. So thanks again, and I will see you very soon. Bye for now.